guys, it's Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. You're clicking on this video today because you want to know our surprising birth story. This wasn't a surprise pregnancy, but a surprise birth for my son. I was supposed to have a scheduled C-section on September 21st. 21st is just a special day in my family. Most of the men in my family are all born on a 21st of a month, and so I had scheduled it to stick with that tradition and have my son be born on that day. Well, he decided he wanted to come out earlier. So it started on Saturday, September 7th. I started feeling really funky. I thought I was just having horrible gas pains, and it's kind of started the morning of Saturday, September 7th. And my husband, Ray, had a 24-hour shift at work, and I was feeling funky all day. So like halfway midday, I called Ray and I said, "You've got to come home. I really don't feel good. I cannot take care of Henry right now. Like, I cannot pick him up. I cannot move. I just need to be in bed." I have never felt a contraction before in my life. And because with Henry, it was a scheduled C-section, I wasn't sure if it was contractions or not. So I decided to download the little contractions app and time and see if these were actually contractions or just really bad gas or what. Started timing them. They were inconsistent. And here comes Saturday night. I'm still feeling these awful pains. Like, I am in tears. It hurts so bad. I did not think it was contractions. My water didn't break. None of that. However, little trigger warning, fast forward like a few seconds, I had a bloody show. So that's when you wipe and you have blood. So I had a bloody show, and everything that I researched with Dr. Google said that you could be going into labor soon. I decided Saturday morning, if I still wasn't feeling good, we were just gonna go to the hospital. I already had my hospital bag packed, which if you didn't know what I packed in my hospital bag, it's linked up above. You can check that out. Ray took me to the hospital and the whole family was there. Check in to triage at labor and delivery, and I'm telling her, you know, I'm pretty sure I've been having contractions, whatever. She's like, okay, well, let's see how dilated you are. I was dilated 4 centimeters. And the nurse just said, "You're not going home today. You're gonna be having a baby today." In our birth plan, or my birth plan, it was just gonna be another scheduled C-section. It was time. It was time to have a C-section. Granted, my mom was not supposed to come until Monday, so this is Sunday. Was not supposed to come till Monday to watch Henry, and so I have Henry at the hospital, I have Ray at the hospital, and no one to watch Henry, by the way. They're like, "You're gonna have a C-section today. Let's get you prepared." So they got me prepared, got the drugs in me, and when it was time to go to the operating room, Ray could not go with me. He had to stay in the waiting room with Henry. We had no one to watch Henry, so I had to do this by myself. So they take me into the operating room, which it was fine because number one, this is my second baby, and I knew what to expect with the C-section, so I wasn't completely upset or thrown off by it. It was just the way it was. Like, if you've been following us this whole time, you know I wasn't even prepared for Ray to be home for this birth. It was nice to even have him in the hospital. I go back to the operating room, they do the spinal block, whatever, and I have the baby, which his name, and he's right here, is Marshall. So we have baby Marshall. He came into this world at 11:56 on September 18th. And unlike with Henry, I had taken a steroid with Marshall to mature his lungs because Henry did not have matured enough lungs and he was on oxygen, if you remember. So Marshall was not on oxygen. So once they cleaned him up and everything, they brought him to me, and oh, it was so sweet. And he just kind of laid on me while they finished doing cleaning up and everything they needed to do for me before I went to recovery. And then I went to the recovery area, and that's when Ray and Henry got to come meet little Marshall for the first time. The doctor, which was not my scheduled doctor, but my doctor, the doctor who delivered Marshall, and the whole team were so great. It made me feel so comfortable, and it was so fast. Like, I don't even remember half of it. That's why I'm like all over the place with this story. Ray and Henry came in and helped take care of, or got to meet Marshall. And then I was gonna be in the recovery for a little while until going to a hospital room. Ray went on ahead and brought Henry back home to feed him lunch and just pick up some other things that I did not have with me for the hospital. Once I got into my room, Marshall was in there with me, and then Ray and Henry came. And unlike Henry was in the NICU. So it was just me in my like hospital room, me and Ray, and it was really nice. But this time around, since Marshall was healthy enough, at this hospital, I don't know if it's like this at all hospitals, but there's not a nursery. So the baby is in your room at 24/7, which we were not prepared for. And because of that, Ray and Henry had to spend the first night in the hospital with me. And let's just say Henry hated every minute of it. But the next day, my mom came, and everything after that was well. I have a healthy, handsome baby boy, and I was healthy, no complications, everything went fine. It was just that one little hiccup where he decided to make his appearance early, and everyone had to stay with me at the hospital. If you have any questions about the details of like staying at the hospital, what goes on with the C-section, things like that, feel free to comment down below, or you can DM me over on Instagram if you're not comfortable commenting down below, and I can answer any questions that you have. And we couldn't be more excited to have this special addition to our family. But thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, you thought it was insightful, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, and go ahead and make sure you're subscribed so you can check out my other videos right here on Pancake a Bug. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.